Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Newman. I wanted to take a quick moment to introduce myself. And the truth is, I've actually come to you with a little bit of a confession. I work as a sales manager. Now, before you guys all go running and thinking that I have something here to pitch to you and that I'm here to try to swindle you or anything like that, I'm not. I know that our society's first instinct that we have when we meet or hear about salesmen or sales managers is to be wary. I'm not going to ask you to buy anything as part of this presentation, so not to worry. However, during my time in sales, I have seen quite a few eye-opening things, and I would like to share some of my ideas with you today, some ideas that I think could be beneficial for all parties involved. As you can see here by the title, I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the reasons why I think it'd be a great idea to introduce performance-based pay into not just sales and marketing positions, but into all jobs. I wouldn't be doing my job as a salesman or a sales manager if I wasn't to give you guys a couple of good and persuasive reasons on why this wouldn't be a good idea and let you make your own call on if it'd be something that would be good for the companies that you work for or the companies that you run. Some of the reasons that I would like to go into further detail with today that I will align with this idea of why this is beneficial are here. They're listed right here. We're going to reduce the pressure on sales and marketing teams. We're going to help all employees to align with company goals. And ideally, we want to reduce managerial oversight in the day-to-day activities of employees. Now, I'll take a little bit of time to explain why each of these things would be directly impacted by performance-based compensation in non-sales positions. First off, we're going to be talking a little bit about why this would be something that could reduce the pressure on sales and marketing teams. I kind of blew past that slide a little bit. I'll talk to you briefly about it though. One, sales and marketing teams oftentimes see a great deal of pressure to move product and attract new business to the company. This is often something that's very tangible. If the company is moving product and we're seeing an influx of new business, sales and marketing is doing their job. However, if there isn't that direct result that we're seeing, it's very evident that there are areas in which the sales and marketing teams can improve. Now, I feel like this could definitely be something that could reduce the pressure on sales and marketing teams by introducing this performance-based pay into the other positions. As you can see, could you imagine what would happen if everybody in the entire company was incentivized in some way, shape, or form by either their direct performance or the performance of the company as a whole? Could you imagine just how aligned everybody would be? And that's where we're going to get into this next reason, is that this is going to help employees align with the goals of the company and their vision. I want to tell you a little bit about what that looks like within the company that I work for, Precision Concrete Cutting. To give you a brief background, we fix sidewalks. It's not glamorous, but we go through and we fix trip hazards in sidewalks to make sure that the walkways are safe, accessible, and ADA compliant. Now, there's a lot of moving parts within our company. However, everybody is completely in tune with what our goals and vision is. Now, I'd like to explain what that looks like. Sales, we see a pretty traditional kind of compensation structure for salespeople, right? We are incentivized based off of how many projects and new projects that we can bring to our company's forefront. Our technicians that go out and take care of these trip hazards, they're the ones on the front line. They are directly incentivized by the quality of the repairs that they bring, and how quickly they can do them. They get paid a piece rate based off of how much concrete they can cut in a day. Because of this, our operations and sales teams are not at odds with each other. Rather, we're working together as a sales team to bring them as much concrete as they can cut in a day. And the ops team is working as hard as they can to get it done in the right way. This means that our company is all in. We're working together to try to further our company's progress. And this promotes success within our company as a whole. Could you imagine what this could look like within your own company? Imagine if your accountants or your marketing teams or your engineering teams were just as invested in the day-to-day success of the company as everybody else in the company was. Lastly, we're trying to reduce the need for managerial oversight. Can you imagine how much easier your boss's job would be if they didn't have to prod employees and tell them to get their work done or how to get their work done right? Pay for performance, or PFP, changes that drastically. This quote here, I feel like it demonstrates it well. PFP changes the role of the supervisor. The employees begin driving the process versus the supervisors having to push them. The supervisor's role then becomes that of a coach, helping to encourage employees and remove obstacles. Rather than having to be a taskmaster that consistently has to push the progress of the team forward, they can take on that role, like it said, of a coach. And I believe that this means that you're going to increase the motivation to excel at your daily duties rather than having to push them towards barely scraping by and meeting those goals. Now, in summary, this really comes down to two things. We're trying to get everyone on board, and we're trying to increase the motivation of our employees. Everybody at the end of the day wants to make more money, provide, have the means to do the things that they enjoy. By furthering this success within a company and helping them to realize exactly what is going on, we can really make a difference within these employees' performance, thus increasing their pay, and also improving the overall performance of the company. Like I mentioned, this is going to happen by reducing the pressure on sales and marketing teams, helping everyone to align with the company goals, and reduce that managerial oversight. So my invitation to you is this. I would like you to consider this question. How could a pay for performance compensation structure benefit my company or team? Now that you've thought a little bit about these benefits, go out and make it happen. Thank you.